Hello. It is April Yvette Thompson, and I am back with how to be a motherfucking actor entrepreneur this pilot season. And this second video in the process is in preparation for Monday's class. It's totally happening this Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You gotta listen to the videos so that when I send out the quiz, so you can get the free class, you'll know what the answers are. So, the last video, we talked about actor privilege. You know, everybody's talking about white privilege, this, that privilege, that. Okay, actor privilege. The idea that you should get paid billions of dollars just for your talent and that you don't have to know the business side and develop an audience, which is totally fucking ridiculous. And this idea that arts are not funded in the United States, so arts need to make money. So when they hire an actor, they need to make sure the actor has following so that the television show will actually get watched and that advertisers will pay for that television show to air. So it's all like we work in a world that is not funded, the arts are not funded by the government. So arts have to make money. So where does that land you as an actor who is very talented, who's gotten training, who's looking at people who are getting jobs on television and film because they have a following, or even Broadway shows, or even regional theater because they have a following? Because business people who are paying for theaters and TV shows to run, you need to pay the people to make them. It costs a lot to make stories, right? So, what do you, an actor who has tons of talent but no business plan, do? Get a fucking business plan. This is not rocket science, okay? This is how the arts started in every country around the world. Artists had to travel around and sell tickets. They had to have an audience. Or they had to get a patron. So you got a patron? In lieu of a patron, get a business plan. So let's talk about what a business plan for this pilot season would look like. There are two ways, okay, to get a badass agent and manager, and you need both to have a flourishing acting career in TV and film. In New York or LA, you need both. You need a whole team fighting for you to get you jobs that are different from the last one. You need a team with power fighting for you, right? How do you do that? Well, you do that by making yourself somebody that the industry wants to fuck. And meaning that the industry is going to follow people who are proven moneymakers. How do you prove you're a moneymaker? You put butts in seats. You get people to come out and see your work. You can get people to give you $10 for your Kickstarter. You can get 5,000 people to give you $10 each for their Kickstarter. That says you have $5,000 worth of followers, right? So the industry follows the money. That's why they look at people's following. This is not deep. Post about everything you're doing. All the free acting you're doing, post that in the media. And get a following. This is not, you shouldn't be working for free. And part of this video series is to get rid of this idea that it's some fucking noble shit to work for $1 a week. It's noble to be working, to be rehearsing 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, then be a tech and do 8 shows a week for less than unemployment. That whole idea, I am here to help you dispense with that. You are valuable. Your glass is more than half full, not half empty. I had 2 clients this morning. One totally inspired me and one really worked my fucking nerves. This is why I charge $425 an hour, and I'm going up in the new year, to ensure that I get people who understand that they actually have the power and not people who have given up their power. One artist was saying to me, I can't believe that they give people, they pay people $200 for all this fucking work. Nobody wants to pay me what I'm worth. And I can't believe that people are demanding this shit of me and they don't think I'm valuable. And I said, you actually have the power. You have the power to say, no, thank you, and hold out for something else. Just like all the actresses, just complaining about not getting paid as much as the men. Then why are you taking a motherfucking job? Say no. But we're afraid to say no. Why? Because we don't have an alternative plan. Because we haven't said, I am powerful. I am a powerful creative storyteller. Of course I can come up with a fucking way to tell stories on my own. Right? That is a natural progression of an artist. To move from being an interpreter of other people's works to be a producer of your own. So if you don't have 4 films in your back pocket, I don't care if you're a series regular or recurring. If you don't have 4 projects in your back pocket where you're starring in them, then you may not be working 5 years from now. I remember something Wendell Pierce said to me, and it's sort of totally fucking amazing. Every TV job, every movie, every job that you book as an artist could be your last. So what's your plan? What's your plan? Do you have a financial plan? Did you invest in apartment buildings? Did you take your first few checks and pay off student loans and then make investments? Do you have 4 projects in the cooker where you funded a salary, you've built a salary into the project for yourself so that you continue working? What's your plan? To count on going into an audition and letting some white man that ain't never met you before give you a job and your whole future rests on whether or not he thinks you should get a job. Seriously? Slavery is over. Handing your power, your ability to make a living, your ability to tell stories, what you were put here to do, handing that over and putting it in some random privileged little 20-something-year-old's privileged mind, putting all that power in his hands is just dumb. So don't talk about me about patriarchy and white privilege and black privilege and actor privilege. You have the fucking power. You have the internet and you got an iPhone. Make a fucking web series. This is not complicated, people. This is not complicated. And by going to auditions and that's your only path to success and hoping for the motherfucking best, you have said, I am agreeing to work on the plantation. I don't think that I'm valuable, so I'll just take what I can get. And if you think I'm worthy, maybe I'll get a job. If not, I'll collect unemployment or work 4 different jobs waiting tables where I'm also working for some people who don't care about me. Okay, you go down that path and tell me how that's working out for you. For the rest of you who are ready to do something, I'm offering a free class. And these videos I'm offering, these are free classes. People pay me $400-$500 an hour to tell them this shit. So if you ain't watching them, if you ain't taking advantage of the free classes, the reason my coaching rate is high is so that only people who are ready to do the work and who are clear about their power and clear about they are a motherfucking artist. We are the conscience of the society, and we have to ensure that we continue to make work and tell stories, and that not cheesy business people tell stories and make art. We make art, right? Because I'm the conscience of the society and I'm super valuable. In our industry, how that translates is you book a job in New York or LA that gives you huge visibility. If you don't have a marketing campaign around that, if you don't have people sign up for your mailing list to make sure that the night that your show airs, you get 50,000 extra viewers, then you're not dealing with yourself as a valuable commodity. That's the first thing you should do when you book a job. I don't care if it's a reading. If it's a play reading, if it's a screenplay reading, you should be doing an announcement of what you're up to every month. You should be giving people places to find you doing your thing and fall in love with you. That's first of all. And then get them to follow you, right? Your Instagram following, the amount of people you have in your email list, your Facebook following. That is proof positive that what you have, people want to see. That's a business plan. Your mailing list, your following, that's your business plan. That says, not only am I fucking talented, other people are willing to pay for it. That's infallible. Nobody can take that from you. Oh, she's not tall enough. Oh, she's so fat. Oh, I don't want to date a white girl. No, I want to date a black girl. No, she's not getting on up. All that shit goes out the window. Because you got a business plan that says, I have 15,000 followers. What you got, bitch? That's money in the bank, right? We discussed this in the last video, right? Who's Netflix going to cast in this pilot that's kind of edgy and may not make a lot of money and it's kind of off kilter? They're going to cast, I don't know, Janelle Monáe or, I don't know, Beyonce, or they're going to cast you. They're going to cast Janelle Monáe and Beyonce because the night that show airs, they're going to get another 3 million signups to Netflix. 3 million times $10 each sign up? Okay, that's money in the bank. What they're going to get when they get you if they cast you? They're going to get people buying subscriptions? Not necessarily. There's no proof. All right? So the first thing is you always have to have a product that is you, and you have to be voracious about letting people know about it. All right? That's first off. So you develop a loyal following that has an emotional attachment to you. The second piece of that is always having, if you are not booking work where people can see your work, then you should be making work. And the big thing about making work that people get so fucking flipped out about is that you raise money. I have people spending their own money to make their own work. That's stupid. Does Francis Ford Coppola, take money out of his last 4 paychecks to make his movies? No, he gets investors. He gets 100 people to give him, checks $100,000 each so they can afford to lose a little bit of money. He's not using his own money, and he makes sure that he writes his salary into every project. Duh. Dress for where you want to be. You want to be a mogul making movies that you star in? Then start acting like one. Learn how to raise money by creating a following, by giving them constant content that they can get accepted, they get excited about your work and have an emotional attachment to you and follow you right into that theater, buying tickets or writing checks to your nonprofit organization. Do you know as an artist you can sign up for Fractured Atlas and have your own nonprofit? Hello. You could have a page on your website where people make a donation to your nonprofit. You can raise an extra $10,000 a year that way. All you gotta do is put the link on your fucking page, join Fractured Atlas for $90. That was a freebie. Take it, run with it. I did it, 30 days. Raised $10,000 in Fractured Atlas, other 90 from a Kickstarter, just asking people I know on social media. Hello? 30 days. What? Done. Done. Did I decide to, I'm just gonna make my own work and not ask anybody how to do it? No, which everybody does that. I don't know. I am an Afro-Caribbean, Latino, West Indian person. We are all about, why should I reinvent the wheel? Let me find a motherfucker that's done what I want to do and then ask them how to do it. And pay them if I have to. I got a Kickstarter coach. Before I did, people were like, oh, well, you're more advanced than I am. That's how you raise money for your work and you have credits. No, ain't nobody know me from Adam's House Cat when I started producing. Nobody. I ask all the time and I invite y'all to shit all the time. See? And if you don't believe me, watch this video. I'm gonna ask for you some more. See my TED Talk? Did you see this clip from the show? Did you see my reel? I give people places to fall in love with my work. So that when I ask them for money, they're like, well, she ain't fucking around. She actually does make something. See, look, these are the things that she makes. She made me laugh. She made me cry. You know, I'm going to give her $10. If everybody you knew gave you $10, you could give yourself a salary for the next 6 months, and then you could make short films on your phone and edit them your goddamn self and post them on YouTube and monetize them on YouTube. And do you know how much money you can make? You just got to post shit on YouTube. You could get on there and say your name 5 times and then do your hair on YouTube and monetize the video and make $50,000 a year. What the fuck are you waiting for? This is what I'm going to talk about in this class coming Monday. How to be a motherfucking actor entrepreneur. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to teach you how to raise money. I'm going to teach you how to salary yourself. And we're going to do it in 3 months or less. And you're going to be liquid this coming pilot season. Meaning you will have money in the bank so you won't have to work your day job. You won't. I do these videos because I love helping people who are artists take their power. What I can't stand, anybody who knows me well knows, I cannot stand a whiny motherfucker on the plantation asking somebody to like them and give them a job. That to me, it just, maybe it's the Cuban and the West Indian in me. We're like, well, I asked somebody to like me and give me a job. Bitch, I am the job. I run shit. I can't imagine my entire plan being, please give me a job. Please give me a job so I can be an actor. I can't imagine that. Being an artist is my God-given right. People should pay me. That's why I make these videos. That's why I make, because slavery is over. I'm worthy. That's no longer in question. Okay? And I can prove that you should pay me. I'm providing something valuable here. I am teaching brown people, women, how to become their own production companies. Because that is the future of entertainment. So get on board and quit your whining, because your whining is just fear. Now, on the other hand, if you're ready to whine, you're not ready to do the work, then you'll need to be emailing me about, help me on my class, help me. No, you ain't ready. People who are ready are like, I just booked this job and I don't know how to spend that into another $50,000. That's who's ready. People who are ready are like, I just took out a loan for $15,000. How much of that do I have to give you to teach me how to make 100? I'll be like, fine, we can do that in 4 months. You wanna make $100,000? Let's go. I'll teach you how to do it. It's not rocket science. I did it in fucking 30 days. It's not rocket science. All you have to have is the cojones. You can't be worried about if I'm cussing. You can't be worried about, oh, she's really high strung. She's really harsh. She's I was like, I believe in the master teacher regimen, right? I trained under Meisner teachers, where the master teacher knew what the fuck they were talking about. You paying them $75,000 to get this freaking MFA because they are a master teacher. Shut up and learn. Everything I have ever learned, getting out of the projects as a kid, getting into a prep school, getting into an Ivy League college, getting into graduate school. I learned by finding a fucking master teacher, whether it's the gym coach at the community center in my neighborhood who was like, get your ass off the street from the projects and come in here and learn how to run a computer. I was like, oh. He's like, if you can type and run a computer, you ain't never got to be in the ghetto ever again. I was like, sign me up. Whatever you say, I'm doing it. It's part of my natural attitude. To me, it makes sense to be like, why is you not asking somebody to help you? And nobody knows you need help unless you fucking ask, right? And now you have the internet. Google is your master teacher. Everything you've ever wanted to learn. How to make these videos, put them on YouTube. Google it. How to start my own online business. Google it. How to open a checking account. Google it. How to open an investing account. Google it. Everything is at your fingertips. If you're not taking advantage of it, you're just scared. Her name is Dr. Michelle Owen. She's a fabulous psychologist in New York City. Get you one, deal with your fear, and then step into your power and become a creative entrepreneur. Now, this class, this Monday, this is what I'm going to be teaching. How to figure out that financial part and create a salary for yourself, how to build audience, and then how to get that audience to pay for your projects. If you got a project that's hot with tons of following, getting an agent to get excited about you is a no-brainer because you'll be all over social media. They will come looking for you. You think Issa Rae was like, please, 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 HBO, you want to sign me up? No, she was all over the fucking place with 50,000 people following her. They came looking for her. See? So that's what's going to happen this Monday. Are you signed up? If you're not, go to thedreamunlocked.com, all one word, and sign up. You can find me on Facebook, The Dream Unlocked, The Badass Actor, April Yvette Thompson. I would go to The Badass Actor, because if I don't know you personally, I'm not going to let you friend me and be on my personal account. But you can go to my pages, The Badass Actor, The Badass Writer. Come on, people. Let's do this. April Yvette Thompson, that's a page. Do it. Go to my website, AprilYvetteThompson.com, TheDreamUnlocked.com, right? Find me on Instagram, April Yvette Thompson, and follow me. Twitter, The Badass Actor, The Badass Writer, April Yvette Thompson. Just find April Yvette Thompson. Just Google it. I'm everywhere. And find out how you get into this class and get this information. And then salary yourself $50,000 for the first 6 months of next year and make that your goal. And then raise another $50,000 to make your short film. That's you can do that by January. Done. Then working this pilot season will be a no-brainer because you'll have a salary, you'll quit your day job, and then you'll just go to auditions. And you'll have agents because you've made a project. My work here is done. Love you, mean it. Peace.